Barraclough, you knew what you needed to do. You stayed in the fight and you took down the champs here at Ashton Gate. Can you describe in Barraclough terms how that feels and what this means to Bristol?
I think, in hindsight, this is up there. As in a derby against Bath, like, my ghast is surely flabbered. Like, my goodness, that was dark. We were going through Mordor. It was tough. Well, subjectively speaking, I was like, scrum after scrum, pick and goo. Then there'd be a turnover, scramble for your life. Your legs are full of rhabdomyolysis. You're drowning in lactic acid and rhabdomyolysis. You know,
that?
like protein breakdown.
Okay.
And then you just suddenly you've got like coming out your kidneys and.
A biology lesson on the side of the pitch.
Absolutely. You know, when it just get a bit weird. Yeah, I'm very used to it. Yeah.
Those scrum resets. How frustrating is that when you're on the pitch?
Oh my God! Yeah, because you think when I watch it back, I'll be like, I wasn't as dominant as I thought. But exactly.
Good luck. You got this, sir.
Thank you so much.
Go and wipe your brow. It's been a pleasure.
Here.
Thank you. For Bath, Leicester is hot on their tail, but for Bristol Bears, it's an absolute must-win if they're to make it to the playoffs. We're here at Ashton Gate, where a wounded Bristol Bears, their playoff hopes hanging by a thread, welcome Bath for a West Country clash. Always good to chat to the fans, but now let's talk to a man who has covered every blade of grass at Bristol this season. Let's have a little chat with Noah Heward. Any Bristol-Bath derby is a big one, massive rivalry, but particularly with the implication of tonight's result, how much does this mean to the boys?
I think regardless of the implications, everyone knows how big this fixture is, especially on our side. We've got a good record here at Ashton Gate and the boys are revved up and ready to go.
Maybe a bit of redemption after that defeat against Bath earlier in the season?
Yeah, hopefully. Obviously, we know they're a really strong side, but in front of our home fans in this fixture, there's nothing we want more than to get the win.
Pat Lamb mentioned that he hasn't seen this level of injury over a season in 25 years of his coaching. Of course, there's a tactical toll to that, but what's the emotional toll for the players that we don't see?
Yeah, it's tough for like the guys that are injured behind the scenes. They put in a lot of hard work to get back out there.
In the words of Johan van Gran, rugby has awoken this city. This is a place steeped in history and tradition, and that is what it's all about here. Because rugby isn't just a sport, it's religion. Wow, we're into a new year, but let's talk about 2025. The proper treble, Prem Cup, Europe. How special was that as a club?
Incredibly special, incredibly privileged to be a part of it. When we look back now and sort of remember the journey that we've been on to get on that point, that June final and the days after was incredible, and a memory that I think I'm going to have for the rest of my life, and I think a lot of the fans of the city will as well.
And GJ, you said you fell back in love with rugby at Bath. What drew you to this club?
I think it's a club that's like full of so much history. I mean, it's one of the only places where the ground is in the centre of the city and the support you get is unbelievable. So whenever I played here as an away team, it was always incredible to play with the atmosphere. And
So players are arriving, and what an atmosphere. Fans are so excited. I'm going to be speaking to GJ Van Velter and Rory McConaughey very, very soon as kick-off fast approaches. Giddy up, the horse is back. I'm Laura Barraclough and I'm in the West Country for round 9 of the Gallagher Prem. What a way to start the new year as Bath host a resurrected Exeter Chiefs. Last week, Bath suffered their first home defeat since October 2024, and the blue, black and white will have a point to prove as champions as Exeter arrive in tasty form. I'm Laura, and today I'm learning the basics of rugby with Quins Women, so you can learn too. We're going to be finding out who is joining Canada in the Women's Rugby World Cup final. Will it be Les Bleus or will it be the Red Roses? I mean, the Still Walkers are in red and white, so I don't want to be that guy, but I think I can see who they're supporting. We really do treat you here at Battersea Fan Zone because we are lucky enough to be joined by 3 rugby superstars. Connie Powell, we're together at Quins, of course, Vicky Fleetwood and Poppy Cleal. Over 400,000 tickets sold, 23 female coaches, 3 female head coaches. It's absolutely historic. So first of all, a thank you to all the fans. What does this mean going forward when it comes to grassroots? Do you think this is going to just change women's rugby altogether? We don't have much time left, but I just want to ask you one final question, Vicky. I heard from you the other night at the Global Rugby Players Foundation. You're still heavily involved in rugby. From a former Red Rose, is there anything you want to say to anyone out here who's not played rugby or hasn't played in a while? What do you want to say to try and inspire them to get back into it? I'm here at the BBC for the Women's Rugby World Cup press day. Let's go inside and chat to some pundits.
Would you say there's anyone who's flying under the radar in that Red Roses squad who isn't getting the mention that they deserve?
That is such a good question.
You mentioned that growing up as a young girl, Johnny Wilkinson was the role model for you. Yeah. Who would you say is the female equivalent today?
Hello, Lego lovers, and welcome to Brickbeat All Access. I'm Frankie.
And I'm Laura, and news just in, we have an all-star Lego lineup for you today. Do you feel like you've somewhat grown up quicker than your peers because you've been thrown into this adult world where you're training with Keely Hodgkinson, you're doing all these incredible things? Do you think you've had to grow up quicker because of that? I did English at uni, and I know
can't
that...
write essays.
Well...
I can't write essays to save my life.
Really? Because
No.
you were... Was it quantum physics you were thinking of doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you remembered that. I
Well,
was like,
I've done
wow.
my research. This is the one you've all been waiting for. The Soccer Archive are back in London. I think particularly with the 15 and under age group, it's a time when a lot of girls stop sport. So something like this where you can really celebrate and keep girls in sport is so important. Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's head coach Amy Merrick's first game. The countdown to kickoff is on. Birmingham on the rise again.
She is the fastest British woman to ever run a marathon. Please put your hands together for Paula Radcliffe.
Do you want to win a free candle? Just leave a like, comment your favourite candle, and don't forget to follow, and we'll pick 4 winners from our latest candle release. We are here at the Stade de France for the first day of the Paris Olympics Athletics.
Good was that. Katie Baser, thank you so much for bringing the vibes here to the GS Bowl.
I'd like to think that. I mean, I've got the green, although Kai is also wearing green, which makes me think he has a secret Southern Brave side to him. Last 15 minutes to kick off here at Selhurst Park. It's Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. Manchester City winning 4 Premier League titles in a row is an unprecedented achievement. There's been fantastic sides that have been scuppered to 4 in a row in the past, like Liverpool in the 80s and more recently, Manchester United in the late 2000s. We're here at Pegwell Bay service station. So let's go find some lucky customers to spin the wheel. What's it going to be, Paul? You can't win me, unfortunately. Harvey, you got a nice moustache there.
Thank you.
And how much grooming does that take?
It's a very recent thing, actually, and my family aren't very happy with it.